I was asked in a recent video comment section if I had any advice about creating your front YouTube home channel layout. And I actually do have some thoughts on that. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Shelly Saves the Day, where we talk about YouTube explained simply and video creation for content creators. All right, so thank you to Sandra Sallin for this comment. Let's go in and chat about this. First, I will show you my channel layout as well as a second channel that I have, because I haven't done spring cleaning on it in a while. So let's go look at that one too and see if there's any tweaks that I would make while giving you some insight. So let me share my screen. So the first step is to go to YouTube Studio. To make changes to your channel layout, we are going to go over to the customization icon in the left-hand main menu. I do like to recommend for people to have two separate videos. One is going to be for people who have never subscribed to your channel or they're seeing it for the first time. The second is for someone who is already subscribed to your channel. So at the very top here, you do have this video spotlight section where you can choose to have two different videos, the same video, but I do think you should have one. If you are new and you don't really have a channel trailer of all your best moments and bloopers, you can just do a short 90-second video introductory, what people can expect when coming and seeing videos on your channel. If you do have a spot though for returners, another option you can do is something that is just very popular, something that gained you the most subscribers, or something that is just the most recent. You could certainly do that. Now the next section, we actually did a separate video on this. It's a short video, but I'll just go over it quickly. And this is going to be the For You section. So this is a YouTube recommendation area where it will serve up videos to viewers it thinks that the viewer will most want to see or most likely to be clicking on. So that's the thing is here you can toggle this on or off. I advise to leave it on unless you're someone who is very caught up in your channel aesthetic of your homepage and how you want it to look specifically and you want to curate it and only it. So if you're not feeling that same type of way, then I would go ahead and leave this option on. The next section is going to be, you have these featured sections, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you come to my channel homepage. I used to be very color coordinated with my themes of my thumbnails. All of my iMovie videos were purple. All of the YouTube videos were going to be red. All of the Final Cut Pro videos were in blue. And so I had a lot of this color that I really wanted to keep. I'm not as strict about that anymore, but it is something that you could do, especially if, like myself, you are someone who has a variety channel where you want to talk about different types of content. So if you were a fashion, lifestyle, vlog type channel, you may have certain colors that you might use for each one of those types of content. And it would also be a good idea in each one of these sections to perhaps highlight the things that you may be saying on your channel banner. So one playlist for lifestyle, one playlist for makeup or beauty, one playlist for skincare, one playlist for vlogs, and so on and so forth. Anything that you promise on your banner is probably a good idea for you to have a separate section on. In here, you do have a number of slots and only a certain number that you can fill. So this list cannot go on forever, but as you're going through it, you can certainly drag and drop them to go into a different order and you can arrange them that way. You can also click on the triple dots in the right-hand side of the menu. You can edit the contents these are playlists. So this is going to be playlists usually that you've created and curated for your channel. One thing to keep in mind is you're only going to see the first 5 videos inside of the created playlist that you have. So if you are someone, let's say here in this Shelly Saves the Day live playlist where there's only 2 thumbnails that are actually in purple, if I wanted to go in here, I could go into the view playlist and then it will dump me directly into this area where I could then go ahead and swap some of these in order. So if the first 5 were that purple look that I was trying to maintain and so on and so forth, if I went back and I saved it, you should then be able to see that the playlist would be updated with the first 3 being in red. You may have to publish and hit save, but it would refresh and do that for you. Now, one thing that I like to have at the bottom here, oh, here's some spring cleaning right here, is I recently deleted a YouTube channel and I did a video on that. If you want to see it, I will link that up in the cards. I did delete a YouTube channel though, so I'm going to edit the section content in here because I actually created an extra one that I don't have anymore. Is that right? So then I would want to make sure I don't have it anymore. So one of those must have been maybe my music channel. I think that's the one that was in there that got deleted. So there you go. You can see it had a dead icon in there. And then by just refreshing and making sure we have saved that, there you go. If I hit publish on this, you'll see the changes on my front homepage. It should say go to channel here at the bottom. It says that, or view channel up here in the upper right. Let me zoom out.
Welcome to Shelly
And let me
Saves
also make sure that she is muted. If I come over here and I come back, first we have the For You section that YouTube is curating. I have the shorts information here, and then I have the playlist in order that I've selected. So iMovie, how to start a YouTube channel, Final Cut Pro tutorials, and that is because on my banner what I promised is YouTube and content creation tips. So I want to make sure that the playlists that I have here pretty much do coincide with that. Let's talk about this here. Down at the bottom, I like to have links to other channels. They could be your own channels. These could be your friends' channels. These could be people inside of your niche that are also kind of talking about the same things that you are. It's a great way to build relationships because I do believe in community over competition. So this could be a great area to highlight not only your other channels, but maybe your friends' channels or channels that you just are inspired by. One thing to note is when you are making playlists, you can have videos that are not your own. So if you have a compilation of fashion videos that you really love or tech tutorials that helped you make content, camera gear, anything like that, you can create a playlist and curate it and have other people's videos inside of it. This works especially well if you are a brand new channel that doesn't have a lot of your own content yet. That is something to keep in mind here. So do keep in mind that a lot of people, it's rare that they come to your channel homepage, click around a lot, and then decide this is where they're going to subscribe from. Most of the time it's during watching a video, but it does happen. It's just not the majority of the time. So it is a nice thing to have a very nice looking homepage for when people do come check you out. And that happens all the time, from comments that you leave to videos where they want to see who is this and what else do they have on the same type of subject. There you go. This is a great reason to do a spring cleaning on your channel homepage as well. Now, when you're looking at this, I tend to have my playlist across in a horizontal view. I prefer the look of that. If you don't, you do have the option of having a more vertical view for the playlist, but sometimes I feel like it stacks the cards and it doesn't really look as aesthetically pleasing, especially if you had something in the past, let's say, where all of your thumbnails were the same color. So I preferred that look, but that is going to be up to you. Now, when you're in your channel customization, here are the sections that you can add. Videos, popular videos, shorts, your live videos, your past live streams. This is where I have the information about the single playlist. So I choose a single playlist and a specific topic matter that I think is important for a viewer to see. But you can do others. You can do like the creative playlist, which is, maybe ones with other people's videos. You can have members only videos, and that could be something where it could create some FOMO and some people would want to see what else are they getting as part of a membership. Also, I like to have the member recognition. There's a small strip that will show you your channel members, and I do like that. Then there are the featured channels and the subscriptions. So with featured channels, one thing to note in here, you could just say channels I love. A lot of the time with YouTube videos, you may not get the search result just by typing in. This one you may, but sometimes, and it's not all the time, and I couldn't tell you why, but sometimes you may have to go and find a channel URL and then put that in here to be able to add it. So just take that for what you will. Now let's go ahead and switch over to my beauty channel, which is one that I was saying needs a spring cleaning and I haven't touched in a very long time. So let's go ahead and look at that one. We're gonna go into the customization and take a peek at what we have here. So when we look at the channel customization, I have a channel trailer for people who haven't subscribed. So I have a short, and then I have a featured video for returning subscribers. Okay, and you know what? I think I'm going to update that too. And then the For You section is turned on. I have some short videos. Let's see here. We have just videos in general. I think I was just trying to say, like, look, I'm still uploading. We have single playlists here. That's my preference. Okay, I usually do them by sometimes importance of order or videos that have gotten me the most watch time. So I'll definitely say that the declutter videos for me had been most successful in the past. So I had them towards the top. We have product empties. And you know what? Here's the thing. I haven't done BoxyCharm and anything like that, a subscription box, in a couple of years. I don't even think this is a good channel. I'm going to remove this section here because it's not relevant to the content that I make today. So I'm going to stop doing that. And you know what? I think I might just go in and do a cleaning here, and we'll just take a look and say, keep some of these. We'll just keep it a lot cleaner. So let me show you what it did look like and then what it looks like now. Foundation Friday, I haven't done in many, many years. So first of all, let me open up my channel. I don't think it's a bad idea to go in and do spring cleaning and occasionally update at least your links, make sure they're working. Make sure that your channel looks the way that you want it to look. Okay, so here's what it looks like now. I've got the For You section. I've got the shorts information, some random videos. This is exactly what you saw in the back end, right? But when you look at them and then you see something says streamed 3 years ago, from 2 years ago, something like that. And here's my featured channels with my other channels. When I see this and I'm like, oh, wow, something is from 2 years ago, maybe that's not the best video. So this is what it looked like before. Let me go in and do some more customizing here. So let's take a look. What else should we have? I think I'm going to change out the channel trailer. So I'm going to change the video. So it's going to bring up a list of your most recent videos. Of course, you can go back or put in a URL or a topic matter. And I'm just going to take a look here. And for people who have not subscribed, you may want something that is going to entice them, right? Let's see here. So honestly, if I'm thinking about it analytically based, the things that have driven the most subscribers have been declutters. But is someone going to come here, see a 3-hour declutter and be enticed to watch it? That's a lot of commitment, but the people who love declutters. So it may not be the best video to start with, but we could take a look and see what else there is. I could just do this latest video, the Get Ready With Me. I'll update that. And then the featured video for returning, I'm going to change this. I'm going to change it to just a video that didn't get a lot of traction and views, and I would like people to see. So it's a little bit longer of a video. Hopefully people who are returning subscribers would watch a little bit longer. So I'm going to give this a shot and put this one here. Now, the next thing, as I'm looking at this, if I go into the ads section and I go into, top community clips. Interesting. That option wasn't there that I remember seeing in the other one. So there are popular videos. I like that. What if we did popular videos, move that one towards the top. So there's the short videos, then the popular videos, then it's just videos in general. But what else? If we add this section, if we look at a single playlist that we have Get Ready With Me, product empties. We have product empties. Yes. We don't have Ipsy or BoxyCharm anymore. This is a series that I abandoned. Full face videos, one brand. And here's the thing is I only have 5 videos, so it's going to show me every single video. But honestly, I haven't made one in that series in a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and just say what I have here is fine. So I'm going to hit publish on this. Now I'm going to go to my channel and take a peek at what the new updated version looks like. It didn't seem to update my video here. I'll have to take a look at that one real quick. Let's see, but we have the For You section, the shorts, the popular videos, the videos, makeup declutter, the product empties, and the Get Ready With Me. So the rest of it seemed to have taken. I did save it. Maybe it just takes a minute for it to update. So one thing I like about this is as you're going through my homepage now, even though I don't always make a lot of content here, at least now it looks a little bit more so when you see the first 1 or 2 videos inside of the series. It looks like I've done something more recent than the last 2 or 3 years. So those are just a few of the things and principles that I like to keep in mind when I'm creating the outline of what my channel is going to look like. I hope this was helpful for you. I know it's not the most in-depth tutorial, but I really hope that you found something from this that you can apply to your own channel. If you have a comment, please leave it down below. And if you'd like to see a specific video next, please let me know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.